Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Texans going up against the Redskins. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Washington Redskins. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now a look at the Washington defense.
When I watch Brian Cushing play, sometimes I feel like he's playing in the wrong era. Brian Cushing wanted to be back there when the men were men and just mixing it up. This guy lives to find ball carriers.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a good game. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now, comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And his pass incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Throwing again here, Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Palmer on third and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans send the punter out, standing right around the midfield stripe. And this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And taken at the 46. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. One receiver left, two to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Palmer going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? Two incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can...
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Allen Hurns with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. It's a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defense there's 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Out to the left here to Reed. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Second down now after the incompletion.
No, check. Patriots, go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They'll find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Regular.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. To throw is Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Palmer on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got time. Niles Paul, the intended target. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw again. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle. At the 6-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go!
Now Osweiler on 1st down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A dump underneath to Jones. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up a throw. Jordan Reed has it. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
And how about this, a fake? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like...
And this is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with it?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's fourth down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's got time in the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third and short. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Osweiler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. So out now come the Redskins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here we go now. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Jackson's got it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller, 95 yards, and the Texans add on. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah,
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to get a score back. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go now.
Throwing, Osweiler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Bruton. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again
and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready, and he will have a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd down following the run. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Let's Ohio.
Well, left their receiver runner out of the Wildcat. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age. We're too loud, we're too proud, we're too high to come back down. We don't think, we don't plan, we stay as long as we can. As long as we can. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast
still call it Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, bout to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew, saw the magician's assistant and half like, who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, you're a little we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song to the girl that's taking.